Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching the last video, what to do once you get your nomination. This video is about what to do once you get your appointment. If you did get an appointment to one of the 5 federal service academies, congratulations. It's a great honor to serve your country, and yes, it is a very big deal. I'm going to go over a few things that you should do once you get your appointment. This request was made by a question that was sent to me via email, and I'm going to address it right now. So here it is. Number 1, the first thing that you do is to decide whether or not you're going to accept your appointment. If you're on the fence about accepting the appointment, you're not sure if serving in the military is for you, if you have any doubts, now is the time, because once you're in, you could be in for 2 years or possibly 7 years after that. It's a long time. So make a decision whether you're going to accept it or not. If you are going to accept it, do it right away. Let your chosen service academy know that you're coming. The reason that you want to do this is to make sure that your slot is secured. And if there's any questions or any open items, which I doubt there would be, but you want to make sure that you have plenty of time to address them. The secondary reason is that if somebody is waiting for an alternate appointment, you're holding that spot, and maybe you want to give them a chance to do it. So accept it or reject it, but make the decision. The next thing you do once you do that is to send a nice note via email or make a phone call to your congressman, senator, or nominating authority, which might even be the Vice President of the United States. Tell them thank you very much for the nomination. It was a great honor, and that you have been appointed to your chosen service academy. They probably already know, but it's a nice gesture to let them know that you thought enough about them, that you appreciated what they've done for you, and that you've kept in contact with them. It's a good thing to do, and please do it. Physical fitness. Okay, you have a few months left in high school. Usually these appointments come out April, May or so, and you have maybe April, May, June, 3 months to get into shape before you report in July or late July, early July. So what you want to do is make sure that you're physically fit. You want to find out what the candidate fitness exams are, what the combat fitness exams are, and what the personal fitness exams are. And you want to make sure that you can do all of those well. One of the things that all the service academies have in common is that you got to get down and do push-ups. And if you can't do push-ups, and you can't do a lot of them, now is the time to start practicing your push-ups. You don't want to be the super athlete that goes there and can do 100 push-ups in one arm. That's what you want to do. If you can do it, that's great, but you don't want to show that off once you get in there. But make sure that you adequately can do as many push-ups as possible and work on that every day. Also, get your running in. Get in 4 to 5 miles a day. Because during your indoctrination, your beast barracks, your plebe summer, whatever the academy calls it, you will be doing a lot of running and a lot of physical fitness. And you don't want to be exhausted. If you can be in tip-top shape and not be exhausted and handle everything else, you are all the better for it. The next thing, very controversial, but I'm going to say it. The one thing that you don't want to happen is you don't want to get hurt. You don't want to get hurt in high school. If you're a lacrosse player, a soccer player, some type of contact sport player, even a baseball player, you don't want to get hurt. You don't want to be that guy or that girl that gets an ACL, blows their knee out, or something bad happens and they cannot report. If you can't report, hopefully they'll hold your spot open for next year, but you don't want to be that person that's rejected an appointment because you're not physically fit to attend. And you don't want to be that person that gets hurt so bad that they cannot pass the Dobmer physical to get in the next year. So I know this is very controversial. I know coaches don't want to hear it, especially if you're the star soccer player or the star lax player. But you just want to think about toning it back a little bit, because you got your whole life ahead of you and you don't need to win a game on the field in high school and screw up your career for the rest of your life. Controversial, yes. I think it's good advice, and I gave that advice to my 4 kids who all attended service academies. Next thing's academics. Academics, oh wow. Well, you want to make sure that you keep your academics up during your time in high school. You don't want to start failing classes. You don't want to start skipping classes. You want to pay attention, and you want to pay attention to what's going on, especially if you're taking STEM type classes. Pay attention to what's going on in class and do the best that you possibly can. It is not unheard of, although it could be rare, but it's not unheard of some students to completely fail their last semester or last quarter in high school and have their appointments pulled back. You don't want to be that person. And you don't want to be that person that doesn't pay attention in calc class or physics class, and once you get to the academy, they're picking up where you left off and you didn't pay attention. Don't do that. Don't be that person. Calc, physics, and chemistry are first-year killers. They kill the plebes, they kill the mugs, they kill the cadets, whatever. If you're a first-year student at Service Academy, calc, physics, and chem are the 3 most difficult classes. I don't care how you scored in high school. I don't care if you're the top of your class. I don't care if you were the calc, chem, physics expert in your school. Things move very quickly in a Service Academy. If you have any weakness in any of those areas, make sure that you bone up on those weaknesses and that you clear them up before you enter the academy. You don't want to be the person who's last in your class and struggling, because being in a Service Academy and having academic trouble is like digging a hole in the sand at the beach. It just keeps on piling in, and you can't keep up with it. So what I suggest to the people that I work with is to find out what calc, chemistry, or physics textbook that they have. See if you can get a copy of the textbook. I know textbooks are very expensive. However, textbooks that are out of print, as in past editions, so if they're using edition number 10, volume number 10 at your chosen Service Academy, and you can get volume number 5 online, you probably will have the same material and you can work through that material prior to going to a Service Academy. It's just another way of being prepared. Make sure that you walk in, you're prepared, and you know what's going to be thrown at you. And how do you know that? You go online to the academic tab on the Service Academy's website. You go to your first year classes and you find out what is offered in calc, chem, and physics. And they will tell you exactly what is being covered. And if you have no idea what they're talking about, find out quick while you're still in high school. Personal conduct. Your personal conduct is very important. Number 1, you are going to make it known, hey, I got a nomination to the Naval Academy and I got the appointment. Hey, I'm going to West Point. I'm going to Air Force Academy, Coast Guard Academy, Merchant Marine Academy. You're going to let everybody know that you got in and you're going in the summer. All of a sudden, now, you are a representative of that academy. Your behavior reflects on that academy. You didn't even get through the door yet. You didn't graduate. But if you do something disreputable, you get into trouble, you get in a fight, you get drunk, whatever, it's a reflection on that school. They're going to go, oh, look at that. They'll take anybody into that place. You are now a representative of your chosen Service Academy, and you have to act like it. It's important. It's important to your reputation, and it's important to your Service Academy's reputation and your service's reputation. Nextly, serious stuff, legal problems. Do not, repeat, do not get into any legal problems. Do not get a DWI. Do not get caught with marijuana. Do not get in a fight that results in police action. You do not want to have a criminal charge pending prior to going to a Service Academy. And the reason is because they will not take you. There is no tolerance for drug use, alcohol use, DWIs in the service. My son, who is a Naval Academy grad, who's a United States Marine, had to go on emergency deployment because one of his fellow officers got a DWI, and my son had 2 days to get his gear ready and go because that officer was on his way out of the Marine Corps. They don't tolerate senior officers. They are not going to tolerate somebody who hasn't even got through the door yet. Keep your nose clean, keep out of trouble. I know we all have friends, even at my age in life, I have friends that do things, and if you have friends that do things, maybe it's time just to stay away from them for a few months. because getting in trouble with them is not going to help you in the future. Lastly, congratulations. Let's just review this quick. Contact your academy, let them know you're coming. Contact your senator, say thank you. Get physically fit, know what the physical fitness requirements are. Beat them, exceed them, be ready to go once you get into the academy. Get your runs in, get your push-ups in. Academically, be prepared. Do not skip school now in high school. Make sure you know what classes you're getting into and what's required in those classes. Make sure you keep your nose clean and make sure that you start acting as a representative of your chosen service academy and do not get into any legal trouble. Once again, congratulations. This is a big deal. I remember when I got accepted into my service academy, and I remember when my children, my 4 children, got accepted into their service academies. It's a big deal. Everybody is impressed. Everybody expects big things from you. I know you're going to do well. Do your best, and thank you.